17th week update on the experimental Kentucky garden. This will be a short one, I hope. Row 1, we got some tomatoes starting to catch up here on these two plants. And got little tomatoes starting on that plant and that plant. So on the neglected row, we got finally, after 17 weeks, 4 tomato plants starting some green tomatoes. The peppers on the neglected row, they're just staying as short plants, not growing, not making any peppers. They're just kind of hanging out in the weeds. So that's that on row 2. Row 3, we're starting to get cherry tomatoes that we're picking now. We got the red pears that we're picking now. These beefsteaks are still growing. We got some little Romas here. The Tiny Tims are like little grape tomatoes, so we're picking those. And everything else, we just got some of these other tomatoes that are just hanging on and growing in here. And then the last row is the peppers, which now the peppers, they love heat. I got a whole bunch of peppers growing inside this plant. These are the twisters, and that's longer than my hand. So the twisters are doing good. Got some little peppers starting here. These peppers are doing pretty darn good in there. Peppers, peppers, peppers. There's a pepper down in there. And this last plant has just got buried in the weeds. It's got one little pepper growing on it. Can I do this video in one take? Here we got the sunflowers. So last week we had that sunflower. This week we got 5 more that are coming up here. And more about the bloom. Compost bin, just keep throwing coffee grounds. And then some tomato stems and bruised pieces. Bananas, I threw 2 bananas in there, figured somebody's just gonna come and eat them, and for some reason, nobody came to eat them now. So whoever had visiting my compost bin, quit visiting. And then back here, the wild zucchini, pumpkin, and squash patch, just not going well at all. I don't even think I'm gonna go back there and show you what's going on, but the plants are growing. We get flowers, nice flowers, and it looks promising, and then all of a sudden, all the flowers are gone. So we got all the deer back there. They like to come up here and feed on it. Hi. Free salad buffet. Okay, yep. Help yourself. then we used to have the corn that was grown over there, but somebody came and ate everything out of the ground on the corn. So all the corn got eaten. Most of the squash died off, and anything that flowers, the deer come by, or somebody comes by at night and eats all the flowers. The sunflowers, finally, after 17 weeks, you got sunflowers. So if you're gonna just throw sunflowers in the grass, you got 17 weeks before something starts happening. 17 weeks on the peppers, 17 weeks on the tomatoes, depending on how well you prepare the soil or how unwell you plant the soil. So row 1 is just starting with green tomatoes. The peppers in row 2, not doing well. The tomatoes in row 3 that were transplanted from row 1 are now producing tomatoes. And our peppers in row 4 that were transplanted from row 2, that's all I did, was take them out of this row and put half of them in that row. And that row down there is doing great. Lots of peppers that we're going to be picking soon. So how was that? The fastest 17th week update video I ever made. I tried to do it all in one take, but a couple spots I just kind of lost track of mind and started doing something else. But anyway, thanks for watching. Catch up again next week to see what's happening. Thanks. Bye.